know that the most valuable thing a person has is life. But do we always feel this way? Or sometimes do we get desensitized to the value of life? This week's parasha speaks about the mitzvah of Egla Rufa. This is when someone was murdered in between two cities and we don't know who did it. Whichever city he's nearer to, the elders of the city come out and they do the whole process of the Egla Rufa. They break the neck of the calf, and then they say that as far as they know it wasn't them who did it and they didn't see what happened, and then they daven that such a thing shouldn't happen again. The question is that prior to speaking about the halacha of Egla Rufa, it speaks about halachas when someone goes to war. And straight after it speaks about Egla Rufa, it mentions again about the halachas of going to war. What's the connection between war, Egla Rufa, and why does Egla Rufa come right in the middle of the two halachas of going to war? Let's say over the following answer. In the middle of war, when so many people are dying on both sides of the battlefield, a person might get very desensitized to death, and the value of life won't mean so much to him. The halachas of Egla Rufa teaches us the value of human life. Because if someone was murdered and we don't know who murdered him, someone in the nearby city has to take accountability for what happened. And this is why it's right in between the two halachas of war, to teach us that even there's so many people dying and we might lose the value and the sensitivity to human life, Egla Rufa is right there in the middle to show us how important every single Yiddish life is. With this, we can also understand why the last thing Yaakov Avinu told Yosef Atzadik before he left Mitzrayim was the halacha of Egla Rufa. Because Yosef Atzadik was going to become the ruler, the leader of Mitzrayim, a huge country, and he was teaching him that however many people you have under you, each life, each person is important, and you have to value each person, and that was the lesson he was teaching him from Egla Rufa. So what we can learn from this week's parasha and Egla Rufa is that even if there's so many things around us which will desensitize us to the value of human life, we always have to remember how valuable it actually is. You should all have an amazing Shabbos.